Quran right here. If you like, find the verse and we can discuss it, right? But the Quran says that if there's enemies, then prepare yourself for war. Prepare the seeds of war. But if they incline towards peace, then incline towards peace.
It said that Ali was, there was a sect, a heretical sect that said Ali was like the son of God. Somewhat comparable to Christianity.
No. Nobody said he was the son of God.
No, there's supposed to be a sect.
No, there's not. Let me break it down to you.
No, there are a lot of different sects.
I know all the sects. I taught Aqidah.
Okay. I read a book at State College. It says that there was a sect that considered Ali was like the son of God.
Your book was wrong.
Really?
Yes. All right.
There
was. Let me explain it to you. So there is a sect called the Rafida, right? And they believed in Ali being the first that should have been the successor.
Oh yeah.
Some of them went to what's called ghulu. Ghulu means
don't
to.
all the Shiites believe that?
Not exactly. The Shiites have a lot of different sects as well between them, right? Some of them said he wasn't and he shouldn't have been, but he was more virtuous, blah blah blah. Point being that the sect that you're talking about, some of them would pray to Ali, but they didn't call him the son of God. They considered him as very close to God, so you can pray to him, which is wrong.
Kind of like the Baha'is, something like that.
Baha'i is a whole different religion, right? And Baha'i was an offshoot.
They kind of deified Baha'u'llah, kind of.
Yeah, so they, what Baha'i do is they take a little bit of Islam, a little bit of Christianity, a little bit of Hinduism, put it in a blender and mix it up, right? So they say we believe in the Bible and the Quran, which again doesn't really make sense because there would be conflicting creedal matters, right?
So could you make kind of a vague, because like Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't say Jesus is God. Jehovah's Witnesses.
Really?
They make a distinction between Son of God and God.
Okay.
Okay.
You do not?
I'm kind of a liberal Christian. I like Christianity. I'm searching for the true religion. I've studied them all, and I'm just kind of trying to enrich my knowledge. But the more I study about religion, the more doubtful about I'm against all of that.
All right, but Islam. What about Islam? Because Islam is a very personal religion.
Them all, and that's how
right, but what's your issue with Islam? What's stopping you from being a Muslim?
Just because I'm doubtful of all religions.
But why Islam? I mean, don't like for example, if I don't like a political setup of a government, I can't reject.
War. That contradicts.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe in war.
You don't believe in war ever? Like let's say China attacks America right now and they're like killing people. You wouldn't defend your wife and kids?
I'm not as. I mean, Islam says that it's better to believe in war than not believe in it.
That's not what Islam says. Where does Islam say that?
I think I read
Here's the Quran.
Well, okay, it puts like the people.
So let me explain something, right? Right now, if let's say Russia invaded the U.S., right, and you're standing here, and your wife and your kids, or your sister, your mother, whoever's with you, and the Russian soldiers, I mean, just as an example, are gunning people down. They're about to rape your mom. You wouldn't defend her?
Of course.
So then you do believe in use of violence for defense.
Yeah.
So this is what's called jihad difa'. This is the jihad of protecting, right? Where you would not allow somebody to take your property, your family, to harm your peoples. So this is Islam's belief, and you believe in that, right?
But kind of, I would have to say, from what I read in Islam, I'm more against the war than the Quran.
The what?
And I think even some of the Quran, it says something about if there weren't wars, the population would be too great.
No, that's not in the Quran anywhere.
What?
That's not in the Quran anywhere.
That's what I thought I read.
You read wrong, bro.
What did it say?
I mean, I don't know which verse you're referring to, but there's no such verse in the Quran. The Quran does tell you that, to the gist of it, that if somebody attacks, then you fight them, and you prepare. Yeah, I've studied it and I've taught it. So no such verse. I can guarantee you that.
I know they're different when you translate them. I know that.
It's not about translation. I've studied the whole Quran cover to cover in Arabic in its original language, right?
Pretty sure I came across.
So there's a Quran right here. If you like, find the verse and we can discuss it, right? But the Quran says that if there's enemies, then prepare yourself for war. Prepare the seeds of war. But if they incline towards peace, then incline towards peace, right? Wouldn't that make sense to you?
Yeah.